Shields, President and CEO of the San Antonio Board of Realtors.
And I'm Scott Caballero, your 2011 Chairman of the Board.
And we're here today to share with you the first quarter statistics for the association.
Angela, I'm so excited to share with the members of all the movement that's been happening throughout San Antonio. Just from February to March, we've shown a 30% increase in sales.
That's incredible. It has been a great start to the spring season.
And to add to that, in our total number of sales, we had 3,575 sales with an average sales price of $180,443.
That's right. And the median sales price has been $148,000.
And looking at our inventory, we're in an 8-month inventory, which is showing as a very healthy market for us here in San Antonio.
Last year, buyers had the incentive of the home buyer's tax credit. So we did have a slight decrease when you compare it to where we were at last year, but when you go back and you compare it to the 2009 numbers, we're doing very well.
And that attributes to, one, consumer confidence is happening. Number two, the way interest rates have remained low, even though they've started to creep up a little bit, but we're seeing a lot of people still take advantage of the low interest rates with the ripple up effect, and actually they're buying larger homes. So we're looking at our sales where traditionally we've had about 70% of our market within about a $200,000 range. We're actually showing an increase in the over 200,000 mark this past year.
That's right. And then also another factor is job growth in San Antonio. Boeing just announced that they are bringing about 800 jobs to San Antonio.
Every month we're going to reporting more jobs coming to San Antonio, all the movement that's happening. There's no better place to buy real estate than in San Antonio.
Absolutely. And you know, nationwide things are looking a little better too. The National Association of Realtors just released some statistics, and it showed that 6 out of the 8 past months we've shown an increase in home sales.
And one of the other wonderful things too that NAR has released for us too is a reminder that for every 1 home sold, approximately 2 jobs are being created. Therefore, that consumer confidence is building through the strong housing market.
And you know, Scott, let me give you some other good news. The foreclosures listing service just announced in Bexar County, we have had a record low of foreclosures in the past 30 years.
Well, it's just like we've been saying since the beginning of the year, that movement in San Antonio is starting to pick up in our spring season. We expect it to go ahead and continue over the next several months.
Yep. Now, we have a lot of things going on here at the association, and some things that we're doing for our members to be able to get the word out to consumers to come out and look at properties. We have a big event coming up in June.
Oh, that's right. We're actually having on June 4th and 5th the nationwide open house weekend.
That's right. And some of the things that we're doing for our members is we're going to have a website where we're going to list all of the open houses, and we're going to advertise that to the public.
And we're also going to do a little something extra special for them too. For every open house that you'll put on there, we're going to go ahead and give you a special blue Realtor Blue open house balloon to go ahead and display to let everybody keep that eye out and easily identify your open house.
And so we want everyone to participate, to make sure that you go into the MLS and you identify the ones that you want to mark as an open house and make sure that that's listed. So we'll do a lot of promotions for you. We just need the realtors to actually participate in that project. You'll be able to see the details of that coming up real soon. We'll publish that for you.
So make sure that you're staying tuned to SABOR Weekly to go ahead and find out more details about that. But let's also go ahead and let our members know too, please, NAR are doing our most recent call to action dealing with mortgage interest deduction. And we need your help on that to go ahead and share up in Washington our concerns to make sure that MID is still an important part of the housing market.
That is so true. I mean, that is very, very important. Last month, we told our members that if they had any questions, they could send those questions in and we would address them.
And we did have a question, and it was the question that came through, one of them was in reference to how fast we release our statistics. Can you share with the members about that?
Absolutely. We try to get those statistics out just as fast as we can, and our communications department works really hard on that. What happens is we have to wait until the 10th of the month to get those numbers compiled for us. And when those numbers come in, the communications department gets those out to the media and does everything that they need to do. Now, it always depends on what day of the week that 10th falls and how long it takes them to get everything together. But we get that out as quick as possible so that our members can use them in their marketing materials and such.
And just to make sure, you can always find the statistics on SABOR Weekly, so please make sure if you want to find some past statistics, just go through the archives and you can actually go ahead and see those on there. And one more thing that our members were asking for too, it's not too late to go and provide feedback on the Political Survival Initiative. I know we've had a lot of feedback and we're consolidating all that information, but it's still not too late.
That's right. Our board of directors are actually reading your feedback, and we do hope that you are paying attention to that initiative. You can send that feedback to my personal email address, which is angela@sabor.com. We want to know what you think. Go to realtor.org to read all about the Realtor Survival Initiative. And it's a real important initiative for you to know about. So please make sure that you're reading about it and send us that feedback. It will be voted on at the NAR convention coming up in May, so there's only a very little time left to get that feedback in. Make sure that you're following us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on LinkedIn. We want to make sure that you're kept informed, and we do our best to publish anything, all the updated information that we possibly can. So join us in that conversation.
And remember, members, you are the most important part of this board. Your questions, your concerns, whatever it is you need to know, please let us know. Myself, the board of directors, Angela, the staff, because after all, this is your board, and we want to do everything possible to make this board the best board.
We'll see you next month. Thank you for being a member.